Hello, everybody. You're welcome to today's video. My name is Frank. I'm a professional vocal coach, and today we are going to be discussing two areas singers overlook. Yeah, a lot of singers they focus on the obvious things like doing their warm ups before they sing, like practicing the riffs and runs, and all those things on the surface, leaving out some other areas that could affect your voice. Several years ago, I would do all the techniques, I would warm up and all those things. But when it still came to singing, my voice would feel weird, heavy. It didn't quite feel enjoyable. And I was wondering why. I couldn't trace it. Singing should be enjoyable, not like uphill, right? And eventually I found out the reason. One of them is actually sleep. If you're not getting enough sleep, it's going to affect your voice. It doesn't matter how good you are, it doesn't matter how much warm up you do, you're still going to find it hard to sing fluently. All right. So listen to this. Okay. So I said lack of sleep affects your voice. I'm just gonna read from this website, Open Mic UK. They're really good, very nice, valuable information they put out there. Okay. So it says, does sleep affect your voice? Yes. Lack of sleep has a huge impact on muscle and cognitive function. That includes those muscles we use to sing. If we feel tired, then our voice is tired too. This is why prioritizing bedtime is important for singers. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Okay, so let's look at the next one. It says, how does lack of sleep affect your voice? Lack of sleep affects the quality and power of your singing, of our singing voice, while slower cognition means we might forget lyrics. That's true. That's true. A tired mind has the tendency of forgetting lyrics or make mistakes more easily. Very true. That these were my experiences, the experiences I used to have back then. It makes a whole lot of sense. If you're tired, rest and you're back refreshed next time. But if you're tired and keep pushing yourself, your muscles are prone to damage. That's exactly what it is saying here. And how can you be in top form in such a state? I'm going to put a chart on the side somewhere here, okay? So you can see how much sleep you need to get based on your age range, all right? Okay, so it says here, you may struggle to reach higher notes and perform faster segments effectively. This is true. You see, all these things I experienced this several years ago before I found out what the problem was. I found out the hard way because by then I've already had so much performances which were like struggles before I found out this fact. All right, so it says here, struggle to reach high notes. Yes, you will struggle to reach high notes if you lack sleep, if you don't sleep well. And also, you find it difficult to perform faster segments effectively. What does that mean? Let's say you know at your best you can do fast runs. Oh, oh. You see, but when you lack sleep or when you're tired, they won't really doing it that fast won't really be so easy. It seems like it's dragging. Seems like you can't go really fast that fast. Check it. Check the amount of sleep you're having. So remember, I said I'm going to put a chart up here and tell you so you can see, according to your age range, how much sleep you would need. All right. So how much sleep do singers need? This guide indicates how much sleep you should be aiming for according to your age. As you can see, there is quite a bit of variation, and this is because we're all different. Monitor your own sleep by making a sleep diary. How do you feel after a certain amount? If you find you do well on 7 hours a night, that's fine. But if you're feeling tired or sleepy during the day, so you need to get earlier nights. You should not be getting less than the minimum recommended amounts of sleep on a regular basis. Okay. I mean, it could happen, once in a blue moon where you don't get enough sleep, but it shouldn't be a regular thing. Okay. Sometimes these things are kind of difficult to maintain if you want to maintain like a 7 hour sleep every day. Sometimes you may fall short and just sleep for 3 hours and so on and so forth. That's okay. But the problem is if you maintain that pattern um, regularly, more frequently. Okay, so let's look at the next point, napping before singing. If you have lost out on sleep, a power nap will do you the world of good. Don't sleep for too long. 10 or 20 minutes is enough. I love this. I'm going to put the link right below this video in the description segment. You can check it out later. And do it a couple of hours before a gig or show. I always say this: if you want to sleep, sleep, but make sure you wake up like 2 hours before you perform. And the reason is when your body's woken up, your voice needs an extra 2 hours to fully wake up. Okay. So even if you're having a power nap of maybe 10, 20 minutes, you need to do it way before your gig or your performance. So sleep is really good for singers. So this is one of those areas you need to revisit if you still find it hard to sing, and maybe even after doing your warm-ups and workouts, you need to check your pattern of sleep. Don't forget, here's the chart, okay? Have a look at it. You can pause this video and look at the different age categories and, see the average time you need to sleep, okay? And as you do, check yourself. Everybody's different. Check yourself, if yours is 6, that's fine. If it's 7 and you're okay, that's fine. I've mentioned all these things before in the video, okay? Well, this is where I'm gonna draw the curtain, okay? So I said 2 points, right? I really don't want this video to be so long or too long, right? So I'm going to leave it for a subsequent video or subsequent episode, okay? So meanwhile, you can start working on this, checking it, making adjustments if you need to. Yeah, because what we want to do is become free singers, freedom, singing with freedom without, feeling singing should be a struggle. Singing actually should be very enjoyable. And if you're not enjoying it, put these things to work, make adjustments where you need to make. And yeah, you'd definitely get to that level. All right. So don't forget to click the join button, a way to support this channel, and also a way to see videos way ahead of release date, or see other perks that the everybody who just subscribed don't see. So join button is a special button. All right, check the category you want to belong and go for it. All right, so I'll see you next time. Bye bye.